Hey everyone, welcome to Chapter 2, Scientific Methods. You might recall, as I mentioned in the last chapter, that Chapter 2 is kind of a foundation chapter. A lot of what's in it you may have covered in a different class. Any class that covers scientific methods, it's all pretty standard across the board. So if you have, great, this is going to be more of a review for you. If not, well, that's why we cover it, to make sure that we're all on the same page as we move forward into the upcoming chapters and topics. So make sure, I guess, with this chapter at a minimum, take a look at the learning objectives. You should be able to, with each chapter, when you get to the end, go back and look at it and just go, yep, check, got that, check, got that. And if not, you need to go back through the chapter again. Take a look at the key terms and definitions. Those are always going to come up on multiple choice exams. And within the topics that are in this chapter, take a look at reliability and validity. Okay, make sure that you understand those concepts. Make sure that if you see, again, say on an exam, multiple choice, an example, and then you have different types of reliability or validity listed off, that you can understand and identify what those are. The one spot in this chapter that probably is different from any other scientific method piece that you would have covered in a different class is towards the end of the chapter on doing research in organizational settings. So remember in Chapter 1 we talked about the scientist-practitioner approach. Well, this brings us back to that idea and talks about some of the key terms not key terms, but key difficulties that come up when you're trying to do research in a real work setting. All right, lab settings are great. You can control everything and all the variables are there and you can manipulate them no problem, or at least with limited problems. Organizational settings, because you're dealing with real people in the real world, in their real jobs where they get paid, can have some unique issues and challenges. So this talks about some of the key ones there. So think about that when you're reading it. Think about if an IO psychologist or your HR manager came sort of into your job and said, hey, we're going to do some research here, and this is the study I'm going to go do, and this is how it's going to impact you in your job. How that might make you feel and what some of the problems or challenges that might come up to you personally would be, or to your coworkers. All right, so that is Chapter 2 in a nutshell. Give it a read through, and as always, if you have any questions that come up, let myself or the TA know as soon as you can, and we'll just keep rolling along. Enjoy, guys. Talk to you soon.